What is good? What is good? This is a special episode tonight. I had to start a little bit late. Like I said, it's a special episode. Want to see what's going on tonight. Want to see who's tapping in, who's messing with me tonight. It's your boy, Mikey T, the movie star. What up, Eric? Appreciate you tapping in, man. Want to come on here and talk about a few different topics tonight. Gonna give everybody a second to log up in here tonight. I'm gonna roll up right now. Got some dope ass loud on deck. Still trying to figure out what I'm gonna put in this Dutch actually, but I appreciate everybody tapping in. We have a couple topics that we're gonna touch on tonight. I know it's a little bit late, but I do appreciate everybody messing with me tonight. Salute to y'all. Last night we did a recap of the versus battle. If you guys are interested in hearing some of what AR Rab had to say about that versus battle, hit the thumbs up, drop a comment, and let me know. Would definitely like to hear what everybody has to say. Just getting the show started tonight. I'm fitting to roll me up something nice. I think I'm going to put this in the air, actually. Some of this red velvet cake. I think I'm going to put some red velvet cake in the air, actually, you guys. Appreciate y'all tapping in, though. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? What is popping? Who in here has checked out my new interview with Saigon? My interview with Saigon is out right now. Shit is loopy, as the brother Max B would say. My new interview with Saigon is loopy. So I want y'all to check that out. Let me see if I got a link for y'all. Let me see if I got a link for y'all, for everybody just tuning in. Definitely appreciate everybody tapping in with me tonight. Just dropped my new interview with Saigon this afternoon, actually about 7 o'clock tonight. I'm not sure if y'all saw it, but if you haven't, I'm going to place the link right now and I'm going to pin it up. Appreciate you, RT. Lots approved. Appreciate you. Posting up the interview right now. Everybody can go take a look at that if you haven't. I'm about to roll up while I let some people log in here. If anybody wants to ask any questions while I'm rolling up, go ahead. Let me see. What are we doing tonight? What is going on, y'all? What is going on? We got 30 people in here right now. I'm about to roll up a little bit of red velvet cake. Detroit is in the building. Major salute to you, Dra. If you haven't seen my new interview with Saigon, go check it out. Another new interview that I put out. I'm really proud of it. Dope ass interview. I think it's one of my best pieces of work, to be 100% honest with you. What up? What up? BG. You know, Hot Boy Turk had made an announcement. Hot Boy Turk made an announcement that you all can actually send BG pictures. I want everybody to write BG, and you're also able to send BG pictures. Actually, that is the wrong link. Excuse me. Excuse me. What up, Buffalo? Appreciate Buffalo checking in. I'm going to post the address to write BG right here. But you can also send BG pictures, right? And send BG pictures. Hot Boy Turk jumped on his live the other day, and he made this. He made everybody on his live aware of how you can contact BG. Everyone knows BG from the Hot Boys. You know what I'm saying? He's probably a lot of people's favorite Hot Boy, to be honest with you. He's probably a lot of people's favorite Hot Boy. Everybody share this video. If we get over 100 people in here, I'll send the video so Hot Boy Turk can come in here and explain it himself. But I'm putting up the address right now, and everybody can literally personally send BG mail. You guys can all send BG mail now, you guys. and you can even send in pictures. Um, there's a whole app where you guys can actually send in pictures in jail. So I want everybody who wants to take advantage of that to have the opportunity to. I saw Hot Boy Turk on his live the other day, and he wanted me to make it well known to everybody out there. So you know what I mean? I told him, I was like, you know what? You're right. You got to come on here and you got to show love. BG's a rapper that showed love to me in the past. He gave me an interview. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but BG actually gave me an interview in the past, and he actually passed me one of the biggest blunts I've ever smoked. BG is as real as it gets, you guys. Really appreciate Hot Boy Turk staying on top. Like when I did an interview with Turk, I was like, I said it, I was like, yo, you know what, man? Guys like Birdman, guys like Lil Wayne, Juvenile, they're all really busy. You know what I mean? They can't spend the majority of their day speaking on BG. Like Turk, you know what I mean? He's busy too. He be getting his features, he be getting his video appearances, etc., touring and all that. But you know, Turk has a little bit more time to focus his drive on BG. And I respect that when Hot Boy Turk is going to take his time to actually, you know, focus his career on that. Him and BG are going to do a whole lot of work when BG gets out of jail. I could see it now, even more so than just the Hot Boys reunion album. You know, even more so than just the Hot Boys reunion album. I see Hot Boy Turk and BG getting together to do a couple albums themselves and possibly touring all over, you know what I mean? The East Coast, Midwest, the West, the South. They're going to be picking up a lot of paper together, man. So just wait. Just wait and see. You know what I mean? Turk had to wait for 8 years, 8 months, and what was it, 16 days? You know, so Turk knows what it is to wait. And right now it's just unfortunate that his bro BG is locked up. What y'all doing, man? What's everybody doing in the chat tonight? Uh uh uh. Hey yo, Flea, what up? Well, personally, my favorite spots to get the cheesesteak in Philly is Max's and Jim's. Those are the two main spots that I would go to. Ab was telling me Ishkabibbles is really good. And a couple of the other guys would have a couple different things to say, but honestly, I would have to say Jim's and Max's are my two favorite. I think I've only had four. Well, I mean, aside from other places, I don't remember the names of. You know, when I first came, I actually, I think I must have had Geno's and Pat's at first, but then, you know, I was introduced to Jim's, and Jim's is amazing. I really like Jim's, and I really like Max's. So those are the ones that I would suggest. What's up with BG? Marcus, I just put BG's information to write him. I pinned it up. And you're also able to send BG photographs in jail. You guys can actually send BG photographs. You know, literally, I saw my guy doing it. And it's like you're sending the photo right, sending photos literally right off of your Instagram. Yep, you're sending photos right off of your Instagram, guys. So I just wanted to come on here and make it public. This is BG's information to write him. I'm gonna pin it up right now. So everybody that wants to write BG, you can. That's what's up for Fortune Ave. That's what's up. Well, I just put BG's information right there, so you can personally write him, Fortune. You know, I just put his information right there, so you could personally write him. Let me see. PA is in the building. Major salute. Major salute, PA. Major salute, PA, for tapping in tonight. Wayne, Montana, what's popping with you, King? Salute to you, G's. I was just jumping on here tonight to, to talk to the people. I hope y'all have checked out my new interview with Saigon. I just dropped that today. Saigon and Mikey T, new exclusive interview is out. Hope y'all have been checking that out. It's one of my best pieces of work. Oh yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm rolling up. That's what I'm doing. Excuse me, guys. We're still on the pre-show, y'all. We're still on the pre-show, y'all. We still pre-show life right now, guys. Give me a second. Oh, hey, yo, Flea, you trying to make a joke or something, dude? You feel cool? You a comedian? You like to make people laugh? Do you know humor? Do you have a good sense of humor? Get this shit twisted up real quick. Hold on one second. Where did that empty bag go? There's no more in there. It seems a little. All right, y'all. You're gonna get the. All right, Eric. I was just getting on his ass. You know, sometimes I be getting on these dudes' asses, man. I don't be playing that. Let me roll this up. I'm about to tell y'all how this is tasting. We're about to see how this is tasting, you guys. The red velvet. Wayne, Montana, this is what I'm twisting up tonight. Here, let me send this to the guys, actually. Let me send this to the home team. See if anybody's vibing tonight. Share this video, everybody. Share this video, y'all. I'm smoking on some red velvet. I'm about to be smoking on some red velvet. I'm just finishing twisting it up. Second. Yeah, Miguel, I don't really agree with that, man. I don't really fully agree with that, to be 100% with you, man. I don't really agree with the fact that live is something for a lockdown. You know, I think or excuse me, versus. I think versus is gonna transcend the lockdown. You know, versus is gonna be around just like regular concerts from now on. But you know, they did Lil Wayne versus Drake. You know, a tour. They actually did a tour with Lil Wayne versus Drake, and that, you know, could be the whole thing for this. Like they could do Swiss Beats versus Timbaland tour. All right, let's see how this is tasting, you guys. The whole cookie line is trash. Is this one trash? Pancakes? Oh, is the Gary Payton trash? Oh, sticky buns? Was it the sticky buns that was trash? Nah. Must have been the E85 diesel. Was it the E85 diesel that was trash? Is it this one? The red velvet? Nah, not the red velvet. Oh, hold on. Was it Rick Rose's? Was it Ricky Ross's Collins Ave, that was trash. Which one was trash, bro? I was just wondering, was it? It was the Gary you said, right? Gary, nah. Gary Payton is fire. Okay. Was it the laughing gas? Was it the laughing gas that you said was trash? Appreciate everybody tapping in tonight, man. Appreciate everybody tapping in. Was it the lemon pepper? That was trash. Was it the lemon pepper? Nah, it must have been the Medellin. It must have been the Medellin that's trash. Hold on. No. Gelati. It's the gelati that's trash. Let me try the, this is going to be my first time smoking this one, though. This is my first time smoking this one, so I'm going to see how the red velvet was. It was a high-tested weed. So let me try this. And I'm going to do weed reviews, actually. When I go get the next batch of cookies, I'm going to do strain reviews on each different strain that I get. Yeah, man, BG. Everybody can write BG. I've actually got the information pinned up. Write the homie BG. I know he impacted a lot of your lives. He surely did mine. This is my first taste test of the velvet cake. No, I haven't tried Gushers, bro. It's been a minute since I had some red velvet cake, and I'm talking about the actual cake. This shit's hitting. This shit's hitting, man. This is what the bag is looking like. It contains THC. Appreciate everybody tapping in, man. What's everybody smoking tonight? What's everybody smoking on tonight? Robert Walton says, do you have someone hooking you up for free to do the reviews? No, I don't, man. But Robert, if you have any ideas and any information on that, let me know. Yo. My man says that he's in the Air Force and he is drinking beer. Guys, there's a whole beef going on with 50 Cent's affiliate Trigger Rock, Supreme Mcgriff'S son, P2, Lil Preem. These guys are going back at it. Supreme is dissing Trigger Rock, who just released his mixtape with the Snow Gang guys called Southside Dreams. You know what I'm saying? There's positives and there's negatives to hip hop all the time, you guys. Like right now, I've got y'all information to write BG, one of the biggest rappers of all time. One of the biggest rappers of all time, you guys. So honestly, we got to take the good with the bad in this. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people out there wanted Ja Rule versus 50 Cent. We ended up getting Ja Rule versus Fat Joe. You know what I mean? You got to take the good with the bad, y'all. Yep, Nick's. Yeah, man. We're gonna start. I'm about to go and get so many different strains from the cookie store, and then I'm gonna do a review pretty much on every strain. Like you see, they got an eighth bag, and then they got like a gram bag. So I want to just because you grab a bunch of these and then you just smoke a blunt of each and give your personal opinion on this one compared to that one. You know, I think I want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do that. Headband and Bubba, bro. All I did was hit up every major dispensary and told them I was a vlogger with 10,000 followers. Oh shit, that's dope, man. That's dope. Well, Robert, yo, I have 55,000 subscribers here and growing every day. If you want to hit me on the DM at Mikey T underscore the movie star, and you want to do something like that, let me know. Let's work. Let's work, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to do all different types of content. I've been thinking about starting this podcast called The Examination, where I basically take a look at all different, you know what I mean, the all different years, of hip hop, what was going on. That's what's up, Rob. I imagine you have my Instagram, but if you don't, it's pinned. I'm gonna post it up right here. Everybody on here that isn't following me on the gram can follow me back. Follow Mikey T for a follow. Everybody that follows me on the gram, I follow y'all back, man. I'm not Hollywood or anything like that. I like to stay in tune with the people. That's where you get new ideas for stories. I was just honestly on the gram when I saw these couple stories that I'm talking about tonight. I was on the gram yesterday and I saw Hot Boy Turk talking about BG. He had actually gotten a letter from BG and he posted the information to write BG. So everybody out there, you guys can write him now. I'm going to send BG a letter. I want everybody in here to send BG a letter. You know what I'm saying? Send BG a letter, you guys, and you can also get some information to actually send him photographs, pictures. If you want to take your relationship with BG a step further, this is the way to do it. Right now, you can get in contact with BG. Take advantage of it. If you're a producer, if you're a movie director, hell, if you're just a fan of what he did for us for so many years, you know what I'm saying? Yo, Chief Pop Off. That's a great suggestion, man. Definitely a big 8 Ball and MJG guy. Even when Diddy had signed them to Bad Boy South for the Living Legends album, I want to say. I believe it was called Living Legends, their album on Bad Boy. James Brown said, "Go for it, Mike. Sky is the limit." I think Rosewood said the sky isn't the limit. The sky is just a very good view. And so I saw Turk talking about BG on his Instagram live, and then I was scrolling on my stories and I saw basically Supreme McGriff Jr. and Trigger Rock going at it. And you know what they say, guys? All publicity is good publicity, especially when you have a product out. Let's be 100% honest. The Snow Gang guys, Fab Don, Trigger Rock, Snina, all those guys, Troy the Boy, they have a product out right now. They have Southside Dream. Southside Dream. They actually came together and released their mixtape. So you got to expect some hate to come in. You know what I mean? When I release videos every day, you get thousands of views. You can't expect every single comment to be love. You got to expect some hate to come in as well. It comes with the territory, y'all. But when I saw this, I was like, yo, man, that just sucks. That they're letting people like the whatever friction we've seen with 50 and Supreme actually trickle down to them. That's one thing that I that's not healthy in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? You don't really need to let a beef like inspire you in that way to where you're going to go out there and act a different way to somebody that you don't even really know. You know what I mean? You don't even really know. But yeah, let me get back to this. I'm smoking on this red velvet right now. Red velvet, baby. What's next? What are we doing next, guys? What are we doing next? What's popping, everybody? It's the kid. It's the kid, Mikey T. Mikey T, the kid you'd rather be. Rob, I haven't heard that track. I have not heard that track from BG and Nell Carter. Anybody else in here know that track? Give me a break. Miguel says, what causes a voice change in rappers after their prison release? A couple rappers' voices, I guess you could say we've heard them change. Shine, Prodigy, Ja Rule, not so much. Ja Rule, not so much, really. But Prodigy, his voice got a little bit deeper. His voice got a little bit deeper. Shine's voice, I can't even comment on that, really. Shine's voice just changed so drastically. His voice really just changed so drastically. I just couldn't believe it. Fam Goon Trill, what up? What up? What up, homie? Fam Goon Trill, what's popping with your G's? Cash Money is an army. BG is still one of my favorites, James Brown says. Yeah, BG goes hard as hell, as Robert Walton said. But yeah, nah, BG. Honestly, probably out of the Hot Boys, like, and this is no cap, you guys, probably out of the Hot Boys, BG is my favorite. Probably out of the whole Cash Money. And that's going, that's going Big Timers. That's going Birdman, Manny as solo. Let's see. That's going Wayne. I'm saying BG over a lot of them. Y'all think I'm crazy? Y'all think I'm crazy for that? BG over Juvie even. I mean, Juvie's dope, you know what I mean? But I mean, back that ass up, then go look at some of his other, like, I think BG's got better records than that. Bling bling. Every time I see it, bling bling. Is that on BG's son name? Ty? I haven't heard none of his music really. I think I might have met BG's son at one point though. Robert Walton says, wasn't Shine just in the States? Yeah, Shine was actually in the United States, doing some diplomatic work, it seemed. He was actually doing some diplomatic work. Shine was actually meeting with several different people from different parts of the government, but he also found a little bit of time to link with Diddy. He also found a little bit of time to link with Jay-Z, Meek Mill, Bobby Shmurda, taking pictures with, you know what I mean? Robert says BG and Juvie were my favorite. Yeah, BG had Back That Ass Up, you know what I mean? He had a bunch of different records that I kind of liked, but BG's just flow is something that really has grabbed me. I remember one time, and maybe this is actually, a reason that my opinion is swayed, but I remember being in the studio with BG while he recorded. You know what I mean? I actually recorded BG while he was recording a verse in the studio. So maybe that sways my opinion. I mean, I've done a lot of work with Hot Boy Turk as well. You know what I mean? I'm a big fan of Hot Boy Turk. You know what I mean? Um, BG is the most underrated cat from Cash Money, hands down. I think BG gets credit for third. You know what I mean? Well, I think BG was the third top. You know what I mean? You got Wayne. Oh shit, no weed, we Gucci. Wayne, Juvie, BG, Big Timers, or Wayne, BG, or Wayne, Juvie, Hot Boys, BG, Big Timers. You know what I mean? If you really put it in perspective of who they looked up as their big sellers. Chopper City. Yeah, look what BG did. BG didn't play around, and Hot Boy Turk actually said it in my interview. When Turk got out of jail, BG had his whole record label set up. BG actually had a whole label set up. He had his offices set up, and it inspired Turk. And Turk was like, yo, I want to set my shit up. I want to set my shit up. So everybody that wants to write BG, I encourage you to do so. And there is a new method where you can actually send in pictures. So if you want to go a step further, send in, send it in. If you're a female, you're into that, you do what you're gonna do. But other things like if like fans of the shit, you could send in pictures of interesting moments from the industry that are going on, interesting moments from hip hop history that you think he might be interested in seeing. So when I say pictures, that's what I mean, you guys. You guys can send him pictures of these classic moments that you think he might be interested in seeing. He's been locked up, I want to say, for about 7 years now. I think he's been locked up since 2014, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, exactly, Chief. And that's what I'm saying. Like, he came hard with It's All on You Volume 2. Chief says that was his favorite. Yeah, uh, BG came with a lot of albums for Cash Money, and that's what I think made his transition to Koch Records that much easier. And I think that's something I would have to take a little bit more of a look at in detail, which is why I want to start the new podcast, The Examination. DDV, the announcement about BG is that right now you can write him and you can also send BG pictures. So if you want to send BG some flicks, if you want to let BG know what's been going on here in the music industry, like if you want, you know what I mean? Any type of shit. You can send him some flicks of what's been going on with the Louisiana music scene, anything that you think he might be interested in, or if you just want to correspond with him. I've got his information up right now. Hot Boy Turk jumped on his live the other day and said there's a new method that he had just come up or found out about where you can send pictures directly to the inmates. So I wanted to put this out there. A lot of blogs put out negative information, or they're just focusing on BG's compassionate release denied. BG goes for a compassionate release. Well, let's talk about something else. Let's talk about something a little bit more simple. Let's talk about something that is right in front of us, and the ability to interact with a legend of our time, BG. We all have that ability right now. It's right in front of us. We all have computers. It's easy to write a letter, you guys. All you got to do is put it right in the mail. All you got to do. You can write it on the computer, print the shit out. You can handwrite it, however you want to do it. It's really an easy process. And then you can interact with BG, and then you can even start sending the man flicks. Now, if you are shorty, do what it do. Now, if you're, like myself, if you're a fella, a fan, you know what I mean? If you want to correspond with BG, if you want to correspond with BG about what's been going on in the industry, here's an opportunity for you. Rob says, why is Kim K and these other celebs not helping BG get out? I couldn't answer that, to be honest with you, man. Kim Kardashian has done a couple dope things for the hip hop community. You know what I mean? But I really can't answer that for you. But she has done a couple dope things. I believe she even mentioned Max B, if I'm not mistaken, you guys. So I got to tip my hat to her in that regard, because she really gives a damn about, the culture that we're all fighting for, the culture that we all love to be a part of. So it's dope to see her. She was married to Kanye West. Uh, you know what I'm saying? So obviously, her sister's married or with Travis Scott. You know what I'm saying? So that the Kardashian family is really heavily involved with hip hop. I mean, shit. Chloe with French. You know what I'm saying? Like, Courtney is with Travis Barker. I know he's just the drummer. He's doing his thing with Machine Gun Kelly though right now, man. Because Machine Gun Kelly has been lighting it up ever since Eminem dissed him. You know what I mean? Machine Gun Kelly sort of went into the whole rock phase of his career. Another thing that I might want to dissect on the examination, Machine Gun Kelly's career, Bad Boy Records supported him forever. You know what I mean? I really salute Diddy for that, sticking by an artist. Rest in peace, my bro, Black Rob. Appreciate the respect. You know what I mean? I appreciate the respect he had for me every time he saw me. A couple times that we did meet. Yeah, Max B. Y'all know I just actually did an interview with Saigon. Actually, let me get that link in case anybody missed it. Really hope y'all didn't miss my interview with Saigon. The interview with Saigon is dope. He actually spoke on Max B. He said Max B is no rat. And it's bullshit, all the misinformation that gets printed out there about Max B when he's really locked up and he doesn't have the complete ability to respond. James Brown, I appreciate that, man. Right, but MGK's rock album is pretty good. Fool, you remind me of somebody whose screen name is M. At least I remind you of somebody, bro. At least I remind you of somebody, man. You're like, yo, Mikey T reminds me of this dude. Da 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 da. Hey, man, as long as you keep saying my name in your head, you don't even got to say the shit out loud. You know, it's like Freddy Krueger. You know what I mean? It's like 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. You don't even got to say that shit out loud. You know what I mean? You just think it, and then you give Freddy Krueger enough power to appear. You know what I'm saying? That's why Candyman at the end, tell them about me. Tell my story. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we ain't gonna go get into that. I'm just getting in my bag a little bit. Appreciate everybody tapping in tonight, man. A couple interesting stories when I was scrolling through my IG. You know what I mean? And when I did my interview with Saigon, obviously he addressed Max B. He threw all the bullshit out the window. He said Max B was in the position where he could have ratted and he didn't. You know what I mean? Max B wasn't on the scene. Max B could have threw these other dudes under the bus, but he didn't. Max B didn't get on the stand and say none of that shit. Yo, these dudes is crazy. I had nothing to do with it. These dudes were acting on their own. Max B did nothing of that sort, you guys. Um, but yeah, go check out my full interview with Saigon. It's out right now. Money SL says MGK is a better rapper. His rock is weak. I disagree with you, man. Money, I disagree with you. I think, well, first of all, Machine Gun Kelly has had more success. Machine Gun Kelly has had more success um as a rock star. His album moved over 100,000 units, 130,000 units. That's more than any Machine Gun Kelly rap album ever moved. I'm just being real with you guys. I'm just being 100% real, y'all. You know, Machine Gun Kelly's rock album actually did more units than any of his albums, any of his solo rap albums ever did. James Brown says, why rat when they are still going to give you the same amount of time? Yo, if Max B would have ratted, that's why people say Max B can't be a rat. How would a rat be in jail for 12 years? If Max B would have ratted and said, listen, that girl and my brother, stepbrother, they were acting on their own, Max B could have eliminated himself from the whole situation. You see what I'm saying? Max B could have been like, yo, they be driving around in cabs together. They be getting money together. I'm out here with Jim Jones. I'm here with the Bird Gang, studios, radio stations, touring. You know what I'm saying? But they are in the street together. They're still in the street. Max B could have did all that shit. You know what I mean? Max B could have did all that shit and basically flipped it all the way on them. But nah, he didn't take the stand. That's why you got to look at Max as a real one. Appreciate everybody tapping in tonight, man. Y'all need to go check out my new interview with Saigon. It's out right now on my YouTube page. Also, I want everybody to write BG. Hot Boy Turk was just, Hot Boy Turk is always doing things for BG, man. He really takes a part of his life, a part of his time, every day to make sure the world hears the name BG. And I respect that. I mean, I'm the guy who did all the work with Bang'em Smurf in 2009 after he got deported and came back and put out Bang'em Smurf clips for a year. I'm the guy that worked with Max B when he got locked up in 2011, and I worked with him in 2013. He got locked up in 2009. Don't get it twisted. I'm the guy who worked with Max B. I put out 11 interviews with Max B. You know what I'm saying? I'm the guy who worked with Scott Storch when he was going through all of his demons. And I started putting out massive amount of interviews with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the guy who's working with AR Rab right now as he's been incarcerated. I'm the guy who said Dark Low's name every single day on the internet until he got out of jail. So it was like he wasn't even gone. Like, so, you know, like that's where I come into all this, you guys. What new Lloyd Banks track you listening to, Miguel? Yeah, Lloyd Banks' new album. I mean, he's got some new shit out. Yeah, I just had to go into that whole spiel right there. You know what I mean? I had to go into that whole spiel right there. Let's get back to the Kush, man. We smoking on some good tonight, man. We smoking on this red velvet tonight, baby. Coat, yep. The course of the inevitable. Yeah, you know my shit is incredible, though. So I need everybody to go check out my new interview. I need everybody to go check out my new interview with Saigon, one of my best pieces of work. This is one of my best pieces of work, you guys. This is one of the interviews I'm so proud of. It doesn't get any better than this interview, you guys. I ain't gonna lie to you. If y'all ain't seen my new interview with Saigon, I need you to go check it out right now. This ain't a hip-hop panel tonight. This is just a special episode. I see everybody doing things on the internet. I see everybody talking on the internet, man. But you know what, man? Whether it's negative talk, whether it's positive messages, you know what I'm saying? I got to bring it to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I bring you guys some of the worst news, so I got to bring you some of the best news to go with it. Hit that like button, y'all. Salute, James Brown. Appreciate you. He said you keep it all the way hip hop. Mikey T, you got more hip hop knowledge than a lot of these haters. Keep your foot on their necks. Yeah, you know, I want to start exploring that knowledge, man. I want to start exploring that knowledge a little bit more, which is why I want to create the podcast, The Examination, where I take a you know what I mean, a real deep look at all the situations going on with that happened in the past with Bad Boy, Death Row, that happened with Cash Money Click going over to TVT Records, what happened with Irv Gotti. You know what I mean? I've got several interviews. That I could actually reflect on involving these situations as well. You know, and I'm looking forward to it, man. Appreciate you for tapping in, Dan Hill. Who the baby gangster? I think that's me, small man. I'm the baby gangster. I'm the baby gangster's BG. B Jizzle. B Jizzle, man. And BG should be home. BG should be home in the next few years, man. BG should be home in the next few years. B Jizzle. Rob says, bro, it's a lot of hating going on. You know what I mean? There's a lot of hating going on. Like when I saw Supreme Mcgriff's son, P2, dissing Trigger for doing a little bit of singing on the Southside Dream album. I was like, you know what, man? It's hate, but it's like he's listening to the project, he's playing the project, and we all, let's be honest, little Preem P2, we know he does a few streams. You know what I mean? He does a few streams on the internet. So boom, now you got another 500 people, 1,000, 2,000 people hearing Trigger Ock's voice. But you know what? It all goes back to what happened with 50 and what happened with Supreme and these guys just with their affiliations, and they're keeping it going, you know, and they're just because they think they got to go against each other. But when it all comes down to it, man, I just hope that nothing happens in that situation. I hope they both keep their head on their shoulders. You know what I mean? Because they both have a lot to offer the industry. You know what I mean? Both Lil Preem P2, Trigger Ock with the guys they just dropped Southside Dream. They have a lot to offer the game right now. To be 100% honest with you guys, and they can't like them dudes. They got the new mixtape Southside Dream, and they're on multiple shows with Lloyd Banks. I'm pretty sure they were just at Made in America in Philly. You know what I mean? P2, I'm pretty sure he was just at the Verses with Chris Gotti and Ja Rule and all them. Both these guys got shit moving, but I guess they just want to get it moving a little bit more on the internet, get a couple more clicks. But that's what it goes back to what I was saying about Trigger Ock. Like, you got to look at this as an opportunity. He's putting you on his platform now. He doesn't put you on his platform where he gets a few thousand views a day, if not more. Thanks, James Brown. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. He said, depth. You have in-depth insight. That's what this is all about. That's what this is all really about. It's about coming on here and giving some in-depth insight. You know what I mean? That's pretty much what I like doing on an everyday basis. So you're gonna see me doing it a lot more, man. If anybody wants to support the brand, if anybody wants to see more videos like this, the best way to donate to the channel is to donate through Cash App. So, I appreciate all donations, everybody that really messes with me, everybody that wants to see me go further with this. That's a way that you could help, man. That's a way that you can help the channel grow. Robert says publicity, man. With 50, he's smart. I think a lot of shit staged. Dude knows how to stir up some shit. Well, from artists watching 50 since 2003, even earlier than that, to be honest, since probably 2000. You know what I'm saying? Artists watching 50, they learned a whole lot. You know what I mean? One, a way to structure music. From 50 learning how to structure music. A lot of people watching that saw the way he structured his mixtapes, but then also the way that he created interest in his product. You know what I mean? The way that he created interest in his brand. A lot of people saw that and they studied it. And sometimes people let their promotional tactics reflect it. You know what I mean? Which is why you see a lot of people trying to stage beefs, which is why you see a lot of people like, yo, listen, if we actually come together and we do this and we go at one another, but nothing violent happens in the end, we'll both potentially win. Or one of us will end up really losing really badly and end up having no career. We've seen that happen as well. I saw a lot of people leaving messages after the Verses saying, God, why did I let 50 make me think Ja Rule was so whack back then? I saw a lot of messages like that on. Yo, what up, Leo King? Appreciate you for tapping in. 215 is in the building. Yeah, I just had to do a special episode tonight, man. Couple little news briefs out there. Hot Boy Turk actually was speaking on BG, so I wanted to come on here and talk about that as well. I've got BG's information pinned up to the chat, so everybody that wants to write BG, there's also a new way that you all can send pictures to BG as well. I would suggest probably writing him first, you know what I mean, interacting with BG, then send him a few pictures, you know what I mean, whether you're interested in sending in pictures of yourself, or if you're interested in sending in pictures of what's going on in the music industry, that'll probably be based on what your letters go through with BG. I know I'm going to send BG a letter in the next few days. Brian, the announcement is that BG is right now able to receive pictures and mail from all the fans. Now it's more the news on being able to send BG pictures. Um, Turk was explaining there's this whole new way that you can send pictures to BG in jail. I've seen my friends in the past actually send pictures right off of their Instagram. They'll go and they'll grab the best pictures from their Instagram and they'll send it to the people in jail. Turk was saying that you basically only have to pay a shipping fee and that to send the pictures is free. It's basically only a shipping fee or something like that. I want y'all to take the opportunity to write down BG's information to write him, though. So take that down, copy and paste it, or whatever, and write BG, y'all. Everybody write BG. Like I said, you probably want to write him before sending in pictures, so you can actually figure out what you're gonna send in pictures of. You know what I mean? What find out some common ground. You know what I mean? Whether you're gonna send in pictures from, say, you go and you snap a couple of his old performances. You know what I mean? Say you snap a couple of his old performances, or say you just snap a couple of pictures he might not have seen in a while and send him like that. That's what I would suggest personally. But I know I'm definitely going to write BG. I'm going to write BG in the next few days, and hopefully I can get a response from him and I could read it to everybody. So everybody on here, first of all, share this video. Let everybody know we're having a real hip hop conversation tonight. Share this video and hit that like button as well if you haven't already. So right here. Also everybody watching, if you're watching on demand, like if you're not watching this live right now, if you see this tomorrow, sorry for everybody watching live, but if you're watching this tomorrow on demand, the information to write BG is actually in the description. And we talked about a few more things tonight other than 50 Cent's affiliate Trigger and Supreme Mcgriff's son, BG. We spoke on Max B. Um, Dark Low has a new album out coming out on 9/24, so that's September 24th. We'll talk about that later on. Maybe we'll even do a review. Maybe we'll even do a review on it. I'm going to talk to Twiz about that. I'm going to talk to Twiz on potentially doing a review on Borrowed Time as well. James Brown says, I think Cash Money performed in Boston. Or excuse me. I'm sorry, James Brown. I know you're from Buffalo, brother. I think Cash Money performed in Buffalo, but I didn't see them. Huh. That was probably wild, bro. That was probably wild. You know what I mean? And I know my guy Dirty O is actually going to be doing a performance in Buffalo coming up pretty soon with Griselda, man. Are you going to be at the Griselda, the Conway tour in Buffalo? Next time I interview B Dot, who's B Dot, brother? Oh shit, we have a good question here. I'm gonna take this hit of this weed before I answer this question. So everybody read this question. But I want to know for everybody watching, what's my favorite hip hop? What's your favorite hip hop moment that I've had? Everybody watching while I think of mine. My favorite hip hop moment. Yeah, that's us. All right, here we go. Here we go. Bro, what is the most memorable hip hop moment you have? What is the most memorable hip hop moment you have? You have been around a minute, experienced a lot of shit from the inside. So I'm curious. What is the most memorable hip hop moment you've had? Um, the most memorable hip hop moment. Man, I've had some great moments. I've had some great moments, I won't lie. My 2 favorite blunt moments. My 2 favorite blunt moments. So my number 1 blunt moment is being in the studio with BG. And BG had this blunt that was like this thick, and he was smoking it, and he was writing his verse on a notepad, and I was literally filming him while he was writing his verse. I was also taking a moment to be there and be in the moment, and then BG went in the studio, and before he went in the studio, he just handed me the blunt. So I just had this whole fat ass blunt. Another crazy moment I had with a blunt was when I was in Grand Central. I was at Grand Central and they had Smoke DZA there for a show. It might have been the Smokers Club show. So I'm sitting down, taking a second to relax. Smoke DZA comes, sits right by me, smoking this fat ass Dutch, not as big as BG's Dutch, but smoking this fat ass Dutch. And then he hands it to me and he's smoking with me and we're talking for like 10 minutes, just smoking a blunt together. It was one of the best moments of my career. Let me think. But the most memorable moment for me in hip hop, the most memorable moment for me in hip hop would probably be when I was at Rick Ross Maybach uh Maybach weekend, and Rick Ross did a drop for me and he was like, "Yo, Mikey T, you've been working hard in the game for a long time." He's like, "You're going to have that white picket fence with that stable of horses." He said, "You're going to have a white picket fence with a whole stable of horses, Mikey T." And another honorable moment is when I was actually at Rick Ross's house charging my video camera and rolling up a blunt because I was like, "Yo, what do you mean? I'm Maybach Music family. We feed the wolves. This is Bang'em Smurf." I'm like, "I'm gonna go sit right over here at Rick Ross's crib and I need to charge my camera." And they're like, "Ah, you can plug your camera in right there." And I'm like, "I'm rolling a blunt." So I was literally rolling a blunt at Rick Ross's house during Maybach weekend. It was lit, man. It was lit. So then I noticed Ross coming out and I was finishing rolling my blunt. So I'm walking side by side with Ross in his own house. And I'm like, "Yo, Rose, was popping, Rose, bang him, Smurf, da 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 da." And Ross was, I was trying to make some shit move. But if Smurf was there with us, it would have been a wrap. I ain't even lying. If Smurf was there with us and he was able to take us on tour, but our captain wasn't there, you know what I mean? What did Ab say? "I'm the captain of the boat. You just rowing." Yeah, that was another crazy moment, rolling up a blunt in Rick Ross's house and shit. Yep, yep, yep. Leo, that's what we on tonight, baby. We on that red velvet. We on them cookies tonight. What's that say? Hold on. This shit better be cookies. This shit better be cookies. She done told me it was cookies. Is there a logo for cookies? We're gonna be on this. We're gonna be on this tomorrow. We're gonna finish up this lemon tomorrow. We're gonna finish up this gelati tomorrow. Yeah. We living tonight, you guys. We living. Yeah, Rick Ross is cool as hell. Rick Ross is cool as hell. The man with many styles says, "Mikey T, salute." Respect to you, bro. I definitely appreciate you for tapping in tonight, man. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't and hit that like button, brother. Appreciate you, man. He said, what do you think of the current production climate now? And in your opinion, what would you like to hear? Right now, what do I think about the production climate? Uh right now it's a beautiful time in hip hop. Right now, when you have an original sound and you get it out to the masses and they're able to hear it and you actually have something different that you're offering, you know what I mean? That's when you get noticed. And that's what this game has always been about. It's been about being the person who has something different to offer the game. That's sort of what it was about back in the day. You know what I mean? When people like Eminem and people like Lil Wayne would end up blowing up, people like 50 Cent, it would always be about that one guy who you were looking at, like who you were interested in. Uh, but right now, the game is just so interesting to me, the production and the style of music, because of how it's evolving and how radio is taken to it. Like radio is messing with that sound, you know what I mean, that Atlanta is bringing to the game. Like, you would have never thought back in the day you would hear people rapping like that on the radio, you know. You would always think it would be a more full sound. Like, you would always think, like, look back to Dr. Dre's albums back in the day, some of the other features, you would never think that some of those features would have. Yeah, I just felt like that way for a while. Some of the people like that were rapping back then, more quick, more slurry. They wouldn't have got the time of day. Like some of those guys that rap with Snoop. But now those dudes are getting the time of day, man. And the radio has really gone with it to these guys who are rapping and you almost can't really understand them. And look at what Soldier Boy just did with Rick and Morty. You know what I mean? Just like the way the beat drops is like dun 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 dun, Rick, you know what I mean? Like, I like the way production is right now, to be honest with you, man. It's I was just reading about when Death Row stopped with the G Funk. Like, Death Row stopped with the G Funk officially when they got rid of Daz, and that was the end of that era pretty much. I loved that era. I was big on that era. I loved the G Funk. You know what I mean? But shit always has to evolve in this game. New sounds always have to come up. What up, Akeem? Appreciate you for tapping in, man. Appreciate you for showing love and dropping comments as well, man. I be seeing you, bro. I be seeing you, man. What up, Anonymous Entertainment? Man, you real anonymous over there. I can't even see you under that Nike mask, brother. If it's not Nike, better go get one tomorrow, bro. Leo King, yep, we smoking that gas right now, brother. I'll outsmoke your favorite blogger. Snoop, don't bring me to the GGN. Don't bring me to the GGN. Don't bring me to the Gangsta Ganja Network, because I will outsmoke you, Snoop. I will Snoop, don't do a versus with me. I will bring out 20 marijuana strains and smoke you under the table. Don't do a marijuana versus with me, Snoop. I love you. I love you, big homie. I will outsmoke any blogger. Academics don't smoke. Academics don't smoke. Who else we got? DJ Smalls? Nah. DJ Smalls ain't out smoking me. Who else we got, guys? Who else we got? MREC? You gonna outsmoke? I don't know if Rec smokes, Rec and Doggy Diamonds, they be on the health tip. They hella bloggers and interviewers though. Doggy Diamonds, the interview king. MREC just killing it majorly. I got respect for both of them bros, but I don't know. They probably can't outsmoke me. Who else we got, guys? Nori might be the one. Oh, Gilly. Gilly's going to outsmoke me. I'll send this link to Gilly right now. I will. Yuck mouth. Oh, shit. Some of these bloggers might have me. Some of these bloggers. Yuck mouth. Yuck mouth. I challenge you. Blogger versus blogger. Smoke-a-thon. That's what you called it, right? Let's do the versus smoke-a-thon. Let's get it, yuck mouth. I'm going to put 20 strains on the table. Let's see if you can last 20 blunts with the hottest blogger on the scene. I don't think he could do it. I don't think he could do it. I think Yuck Mouth is the perfect opponent because he smokes. Yo, Yuck, I got 5 on it. I got 5 on it. 5 different strands. 5 other strands. 5 other strands after that. You dig? Yuck Mouth don't want it. We be smoking over here on the East Coast. We got over there. No, those some cups. Those some cups. Drink champ shit. Leo says, I don't know if anyone can outsmoke Mikey T. I'm hitting Yuck Mouth. We're going to have a smoke-a-thon. I challenge Yuck Mouth. Someone make an IG video of this. I challenge Yuck Mouth to a smoke-a-thon versus blogger. Let Yuck Mouth know Mikey T, the movie star, wants to challenge him. Who's the smoke king? I got you, Yuck. I got you, Yuck Mouth. I got 5 on it. Yo, Rob, hit up the sponsors, bro. Hit up the sponsors. See who's fucking with us. Appreciate you, Double G. Appreciate you, Double G. Thank you for tapping in, brother. Major salute to you. Here, let me follow Yuck Mouth right now if I'm not. Let me follow Yuck Mouth right now if I'm not already following him. I should be. Yuck Mouth is the GOAT. There you go. I just asked him. I just asked Yuck Mouth if he'd be open to it. We're going to see if he's game. We're going to see if Yuck Mouth is game. Because you know what? I don't play when it comes to that. I don't play when it comes to smoking. I don't play when it comes to smoking, you guys. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Open questions, y'all. Holla at me, y'all. What's good? Y'all ready for this? I just challenged Yuck Mouth, the Smoke-a-thon Don. I heard Mikey T challenging everybody and talking hella shit. Smoke battles. Iceberg, you don't want this. Iceberg, you don't want. Iceberg, check yourself over here, bro. I'm taking on the Gangsta Ganja Network. That's right. I'm calling out Snoop D-O double G. Snoop D-O double G. You better stick to the gin and the juice because Mikey T smokes the best chronic. I'm GGN versus Mikey T. Let's do it, Snoop. Let's get it. Have me on the show. Smoke me under the table on the show. Be real. Let's do it in the smoke box. Let's get it in the smoke box, Be real. You wanted some? You wanted some? You ain't going to be able to get enough because I'm the king of this smoking shit. Smoke more weed than any blogger out there, period. Gilly's own cousin says he smokes Reggie. Gilly doesn't want it with a smoke-a-thon with me. Somebody holla at Gilly. Let him know. Be like, yo, Gilly, does any blogger smoke more than Mikey T? Brian, watch it, Brian. Wiz Khalifa's not a blogger. Wiz is not a blogger. So Wiz is out. Snoop has the GGN. You know, he has the Gangsta Ganja Network. You know what I mean? It's going to be the Gangsta Ganja Network takeover. Let's get ready for the Smoke Rumble. Look, Hi Guy says it. And, you know, Gilly knows that I be bidding, man. I love Gilly, man. That's one of my biggest homies in the industry. I only think of worthy opponents because you are king. Wallow says Gilly blows Reggie. And if Gilly wants to get this versus, I'll have to find a way to bring Wallow out while I'm performing. 420 in the middle of September. Damn right, homie. Yeah, we're going to have a smoking versus. I'm doing it. Nori, you want it? Nori, you're always trying to send me off with the blunt or send me off with the joint or get me drunk. How about we see who can outlast the other? We can WWF it. Last man standing. Nori, you got this? I know you're starting to smoke champs. And that's dope. And that is dope. But how you going to do smoke champs without Mikey T, the movie star? Mikey T, the movie star, wants in. I'm expecting a call. Well, I shouldn't say expecting. I'm hoping on a call. But you know what? I'm also throwing out a challenge. Smokers versus. They can do a comedy versus. Okay. Dave Chappelle. Will Dave Chappelle accept the challenge? Will Nori accept the challenge? Will Gilly accept the challenge? $1 million worth of game exclusive content. Smokers ball. Mikey T versus Gilly. Gilly versus Mikey T. Y'all ready for that shit? Oh, my bad, y'all. Nori smokes a lot, bro. What you mean? They got that whole backwood with all the white shit on it. Yeah, let me finish smoking this blunt before I roll something else up. My bad about the blackout, you guys. Press a little button. Smoke a little velvet. Gilly's B-Day was popping. Where was it, bro? Where'd y'all go? Was that the show? My bad, Gilly. Was that Gilly's birthday? Yeah, that was, wasn't it? Yep, the show was his birthday. I remember because I was gonna get him a bottle of Dom Perignon. What's everybody smoking, man? Brian says, Mikey, I don't think you can smoke with me, bro. I'll smoke 10 blunts straight through a night. Bro, Brian, I got you, homie. I'm gonna tell you like I told my brother Iceberg. I'm gonna sit you down right over here in the corner. You know what I'm saying? Smoking 10 blunts. I already said what it was. You said 10 blunts. I already said what this smokers versus is, bro. 20 rounds. 20 different strands, bro. It ain't no 10 rounds. 10 rounds. When you do 10 rounds, you sit right there and you watch the verses. What up, Johnny Poole? What's poppin'? This is Mikey T, the movie star. James Brown, where can I find some skunk? Well, James, you're in Buffalo, right? So the best weed right now around me is actually at the cookies stores. They just opened up all the cookies stores, so I was grabbing a bunch of different shit from there. That's where the best gas is right now, to be honest with you. Smoker's Ball coming to a hood near you. Y'all smoking 20 strains. Damn, y'all getting stupid high. You already know, Brian. I hope you tune in too, bro. As soon as I get my opponent. That's right. I'm looking for my opponent for this smokers versus. Who's gonna accept? Is Yuckmouth gonna accept the challenge? Because after I get done with Yuckmouth, I'm coming for Snoop D-O double G. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming for the big dogs. People want to talk about, oh, yo, I'm going to jump into this battle. I'm going to kill this versus. Prices are different tomorrow than they are today. They want to talk all that. I'm going to jump in my bag. I'm going to show y'all I can get in my bag with this shit. I'm going to outsmoke your favorite blogger. I'm going to outsmoke your blogger's favorite blogger, unless that's me. Because I know I'm a couple people's favorites. They like to hide it. You know what I mean? Leo says we ready for the smoke-a-thon. I don't know who's gonna accept it with me, man. I don't know who's gonna want to get it with me, man. They be seeing I be smoking. You know what they said about me? Nah, Brian, I never had jelly donuts. But one thing they said about me is that when Mikey T came to the studio, you knew some good loud was around. That's one thing I heard that they always said about me. Like one of my friends told me that. I was like, really? That's nuts. Oh, Hassan Campbell, I don't know where we stand on things. Mr. Hassan Campbell, I don't really know where we stand on things, but I'll bring Hassan Campbell into the topic of conversation. Hassan Campbell couldn't outsmoke me if he had the help of the majority of his fan base. That's right. I would outsmoke Hassan Campbell and all of his fans. I would outsmoke Queen's Flip and his co-host G. I don't even know if G smokes. G Money, I don't know if he smokes, but I would take him on. They don't want it. They don't want it in this verses. Gully TV. I see Gully smokes, but Gully smokes responsibly. You know what I mean? I smoke erratically. I smoke recklessly. I smoke profusely. That's one thing you got to understand about me as the blogger. You know what I mean? A lot of the times I'll come on here, you'll see me do an interview, I'll conduct it without smoking some of that ganja. That's because I like to keep the professional presence. You know what I mean? You got to handle business first. But when it comes to this treat that we know, it is one of my favorite pastimes, like the late B.I.G. It is a hobby for a guy like me. So some of the other bloggers that don't really smoke that much, I'm not going to bring them into the topic of conversation because this isn't an element for all bloggers. But I'm taking the crown on this one. I'm taking the crown on this one, you guys. Iceberg said it. Iceberg. Oh, well. Will it be? Yeah, sure. It'll be an open stream. And then obviously we'll see who taps out first. You know what I mean? It'll probably be like Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels. You know what I mean? Where we'll have to go to an extra inning and I'll be like, yo, I got another blunt. And then the other guy's like, yo, I'm done. You know what I mean? Go extra innings. Appreciate everybody messing with me so late, man. Y'all need to share this channel though with your friends though, so we can keep everything growing. I don't know who King AK-47 is, bro. Ooh. Ooh. And you know what? I can't even use the Wiz Khalifa excuse on this one because Mike Tyson is technically a podcast host now. Mike Tyson has one of the most successful interviews. You know what I mean? He does one of the best interviews. He has one of the most successful new upcoming shows. Hey Good says, I would say Mike Tyson, but I don't know about Mikey versus Iron Mike. He don't like losing, and he bites. Well, as long as he's not biting the blunt, you know what I mean? As long as he's not hitting the blunt, biting it and spitting it out to, you know what I mean? Get the victory. Now, Mike Tyson's weed is the best. You know what I'm saying? Mike Tyson's weed is the best. So, in all honesty, man, going against Mike, I would do it. I would take on Iron Mike. Want to know why? Because I know about the Iron Man match. You just heard me mention Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels. I know what it's like to go through a whole session of nothing but smoking. I guess smoking 20 blunts would take a little bit more than an hour, but I'll do it. Yo, Leo says Mikey gonna outsmoke Iron Mike. No problem. Salute BG. Yup, that's right, Blackheart. Free BG Friday. Or you can even just hashtag BG free. Hot Boy Turk says you got to speak it into existence. Everybody who's just logging in, I have BG's information up there to write him. Turk was saying there's a new platform where you can actually send pictures to the jail now. So touch base with BG. I know I'm going to be writing BG in the next few days. Hopefully I can bring that to everybody. And remember, tomorrow, Friday, or today, hashtag that free BG Friday. Yeah, that's right. Shawn Michaels will be me because at the end, afterwards, when it's a tie, at the end of the 20th round, I will super kick his ass and get the victory. At least that's how I believe it ended. Shit was so long. Not even so long ago. It was just so long. I appreciate everybody tapping in, man. Hit the thumbs up if you saw my new interview with Saigon. Shit is dope. I'd appreciate it if everybody take a look at it. Let me see. Let me bring it up so everybody can go take a look at it. Hyundai Sonata. Saigon speaks on a lot in this interview. It's 30 minutes, so it's a good watch. Yo, you see, Brian, see, that's another thing where I'm gonna take my I'm gonna take the card. I'm gonna take the pass card. I've actually smoked with Currency before. We both smoked our own blunts while I did an interview with him. But Currency's not a blogger. You know what I'm saying? So I'm taking the card on that one. I'm not gonna try to outsmoke Currency. Currency smokes probably 24 hours a day. Like Currency probably is one of those guys who wakes up in the middle of the night just to smoke a little bit more weed, which I will be doing when I get rich. When I get rich, I will do that. I'll be like having like an alarm on my phone. It'll be like wake me up at like in the middle of the night after I've only slept for like 3.5 hours or like 3 hours or even 2.5 hours. Wake Mike up for a blunt and it will wake me up for a blunt. That's what it's going to be like when I'm rich, you guys. You don't have to predict what Mikey T is going to do when he gets rich, like we all had to predict what 50 Cent was going to do when he got rich after Power of the Dollar. Like, yo, what's 50 going to be like when he gets rich, man? I'm letting y'all know. Yo, Ron, what's up? What's up? What's up, Ron? Oh, you talking about the shit with Supreme Mcgriff's son P2 and Trigger Ock, G Unit affiliate Trigger Ock? This whole 50 Cent Supreme Mcgriff situation spiraling out to affect some of the affiliates. Yeah, it is. P2 or Lil Preem, they're him and Trigger Ock going back and forth. Now that the Snow Gang have put out their project, Southside Dream, it's out right now. Fab Don, Trigger Ock, Snina, and Troy the Boy. They put it out. They're running around with Lloyd Banks on tour. Obviously, they're going to get dissed. You know what I mean? You get so many comments, you get so many people watching a video. Obviously, somebody's going to diss it, man. I mean, it's typical. You got to have thick skin in this industry. If somebody's going to diss the way you sound on an album, if somebody's going to diss you for using auto tune, you got to have thick skin in this business. Yeah, real shit, Ron. I just wanted to break it down for you. I broke it down a little bit earlier and shit, but I just gave you a little bit of a wrap up right there. I just gave you a little bit of a wrap up, man. Well, man, I honestly think that sometimes when you're working with somebody on a musical note, that you don't really always want to take on all of their past situations, especially that really are kind of nearly dead. But when somebody antagonizes you, what do you expect? Yeah, no, that's right, Ron. When 50 speaks on something, when Drake speaks on something, when these guys speak on something, it makes money. Anti-auto tune. Right, but artists experiment, James. You know what I mean? Artists experiment and they try out new things on their albums, and sometimes they get picked apart for it, because we as the fan, we as the consumer, we listen to it, we pick out the parts we like, we pick out the parts where we go, what the hell were you thinking right there? Sort of like when Tony Yayo had that one song where he breaks out. He's like, I got killers on the east side. I got killers on the west side. South side, they feel me. New York want to kill me. And then he breaks out, Mr. Telephone Man, the feds is tapping my line. Every time I call, collect number for bricks all the time. I got a Motorola Sprint and a Nextel. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because rappers try different things on their music, man. Yep, that's the one right there. That's the one right there, bro. Brian, I think that's the big one right there that they could do next. Although, I want to say this. The reason that I liked Fat Joe and Ja Rule so much, aside from the fact that they had the crowd, in other ones we've seen that they've, limited crowd or it's just literally been in a studio. But other than that, I like the fact that it was solo compared to the Locks and Dipset. I like the fact that it was a solo joint where it was two artists rather than six. So that's another issue that's going to come with Bone Thugs and 3 6 Mafia because now we're going to have groups again. You know what I mean? I was really liking the personal feel where we got with these two dudes getting on stage facing off with one another. But I think Bone Thugs and 3 6 Mafia, especially if they can get the homie Crunchy Black. If they can get Juicy, Crunchy, and DJ Paul, I think that's going to be the next one that goes. And one that I also suggested, Blackheart has a good one right here. But one that I also suggested, you guys, was Rick Ross versus Yo Gotti. Rick Ross versus Yo Gotti. That would be good. Puff Daddy versus Jermaine Dupri. But I think Puff Daddy said something about wanting to go against Dre. I think he said something about wanting to go against Dre. And I think that would be the money. That would be the money right there. Fat Joe and Fat Joe and Ja Rule was the best. Yo, Anthony, I got to agree with you, bro. I got to agree with you. Some people don't agree with us 100%. Some people don't agree with us 100% on that one. But thank you, man. We're on the same page right there. Creeping on the come up. Yup. Bone Thugs and Harmony's EP, their first EP with Easy-E, which actually had an Easy-E feature on it, and then they followed it up with their 2 albums. They followed it up with the 1999 Eternal album and the Art of War, which both went quadruple platinum. Iceberg says Kim versus Foxy already. But bro, Iceberg, wouldn't you rather see Lil Kim versus Nicki? Everyone's just sending in questions right now, so it's an open questions time, you guys. Yep, Dr. Dre versus Diddy. Blackheart said Diddy versus Jermaine Dupri, which would be great. That would be awesome. Like that would be absolutely phenomenal. But I think the money, I think the viewership, I think the sponsorship would be Dre versus Diddy. That's where the big sponsorship would be, man. Now, George, I think somebody, who was it that did an interview and said that Ye had actually spoken about doing a versus potentially. Like I could have sworn I read that. You know what I mean? That would be crazy, right? Ron, I think you messed up your comment right there, brother. Iceberg, you are a genius, bro. You are a genius. I would still outsmoke the fuck out of you. I would smoke a whole fucking like if it was like weed was piled up like a haystack, I would smoke up a whole pile of a haystack before you could probably even get out an eighth. But nah, you are right, brother. Foxy Brown versus Little Kim and Cardi B versus Nicki Minaj. Yep, you are 100% right. That's how they can actually do two really great verses. Mr. Walker, I don't know. I'm wearing a Calvin Klein fleece type sweater. What do you think? Ja and Joe. Wow, Vanessa says it too. That's dope. That's dope. We got another person in here that actually said that Ja and Joe killed it. By far my favorite. Nah, I didn't see the football game tonight. Andre 3000 versus Kendrick Lamar. I don't know about that one. Anybody interested in seeing Andre versus Kendrick? I would rather see maybe Kendrick versus Big Sean or something like that. You know what I mean? Anthony says, I want to see Jermaine Dupri. Who would Jermaine Dupri go up against? Jermaine Dupri would kill Jazzy Faye in a versus. Let me see. Let me see another executive producer that Jermaine Dupri could go up against. Shit. I'm blank. Hold on, no. Nope, you can't put him up. Oh, yo, Jermaine Dupri versus DJ Khaled. Is that? What do you guys think? Jermaine Dupri versus DJ Khaled. Nope. Hell no, Vanessa. I'm sorry. Nope. Not Lil Wayne versus T-Pain. No. How about Outkast, George? How about Outkast versus Bone Thugs and Harmony? I like Big Sean. Burn. He got a lot of records. DJ versus, that's cool. Humble Kid, The Game and 50 Cent, yeah. Ooh, Mike. That is a good one. Maybe Wiz versus Wale. What do you guys think? Wiz versus Wale or Wiz versus Meek? Jermaine Dupri has a lot of songs too. What do you guys think? Wiz versus Meek. I think this is a good one. Why hasn't anybody said this one? Let me see. What am I twisting up next, guys? Guys, what do you want me to twist up next? I'm taking a vote. Do you want me to twist up the cake mix? Or do you want me to twist up the lemon pepper? Let's get a vote, guys. Lil Wayne versus Jay-Z. We'll get right onto that in a second. What do you guys think? What do you guys want me to smoke? Cake mix or the lemon? Cake mix, lemon. Yo, Ron. Look, it's lemon pepper too, bro. But yo, I shit you not, Ron. This is the best lemon weed I've ever had in my life. Like, this is the best. Yo, Dorsey. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That Dorsey dough is the best, one of the best strains of weed I ever had. Cake mix for sure. All right, Mike. Yeah, this is the best lemon weed I've ever had. I'm about to buy an ounce of this next time I go there, to be 100% honest with you. What is the percentage of it? Damn, it's only 17%, whereas the cake mix is 22%. I'm buying. This is the best lemon weed I've ever had in my life. Yo, what up? What up? What up? You in your 504 bag, bro? Ooh, God, I wish that would happen. Let me, just because of like how interesting it would be right now. Like they just killed the internet. Royce and Lupe, like them two, they just killed the internet, man. Let's see what I got here. Oh man. Oh, you know that cake mix is gonna be crazy. You know that cake mix is gonna be crazy. Cake mix. The lemon is it's Lemonade, which is like the cookie strand. Lemon pepper is by Lemonade. All right, I'm about to see how good the cake mix is. I'm about to see how good that is. I'm about to twist it up, you guys. Nah, man, the white runts was gone quite a while ago, bro. The white runts was gone quite a while ago, bro. I ran through that. I ran through the Gary Payton, like 4 or 5 ounces of the Gary Payton. I smoked up a shitload of that. Um, and then I got some gelati. Damn, Blackheart, you ain't smoked in 3 weeks, bro. That's rough. Gumbo is the best thing smoking. I ain't never had no gumbo. Do you just mean mixing up your weed though? And I haven't done that with none of this weed I have. I'm not mixing none of the weed because honestly, I wanna see what it all tastes like, and that's why I bought it all, to see what the Gary Payton tastes like compared to the Laughing Gas, and to see what the Laughing Gas tastes like compared to, you know what I mean, the velvet cake and the pancake compared to the honey bun and the E85 compared to the Medellin, you know what I mean? And the gelati, all that shit. I wanted to see, the difference. But this is what we twisting up right now, you guys. And this is also, see, that's the brand right there, lemonade. Like cookies is a brand, cake mix. This is what we twisting up right now, you guys. Yeah, cheetah piss. Damn, Blackheart, man. I hope everything goes well. Yeah, my friend is actually down there in Louisiana right now. He's actually working to help some of the housings and stuff. He's doing some house tarping and stuff. Fly trap gumbo. Yo, I actually saw one of the strands was actually called the fly. I was thinking about messing with that. I was thinking about messing with the fly. That's a cookies brand. I might grab that next time. It's got an interesting name, like the fly. Like that shit must get you off your feet, I guess. The Glove brand and Cake Mix Hard. Akeem, I haven't heard of the Glove brand, bro. Oh, George, no, I haven't had no grape cake yet. Not really usually big on the grape type flavors, to be honest with you, man. I really appreciate everybody tapping in with me tonight on this live. Damn, man. It's crazy, Blackheart. Florida orange, though. Yo, I hate Florida orange. In Florida, people would always be trying to sell me mango, and I'd be like, yo, I don't want no damn mango. Yo, I got that mango, man. This that shit, man. Come get some of this mango creepy, man. Oh, Gary is the glove. This right here. I got a couple of these. Yo, don't be messing with that creepy, man. It's roll up season. What's everybody rolling up, guys? I'm rolling up a Dutch. What y'all rolling up right now? Come on. Who wants to join me on the stream? Let me see. Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. I was sending the link out a little bit. Mini switchers, nice. Mini Swishers is old school. See, is that the line right there? There we go. Let me see this. George says that Philly's special strain is Sour D Chem Dog. Gotta try it, Mikey. Strain is Sour D Chem Dog. I love Sour D and I like Chem Dog too. I believe Chem Dog is a mix of Sour Diesel and OG Kush. Am I mistaken? I'm about to try this cake mix for the first time, though, you guys. And that's why I was saying I'm going to do review videos of like, that's why I'm going to do reviews. When I go back, I'm going to grab a bunch of different strains and I'm going to do a review as I smoke each strain to give my opinion. Damn. Okay, we got some people following. Nice. Yep. Sour D and OG Kush. Yep. Let me see this real quick. Yo, I need y'all to check out my new interview with Saigon, though. I need you to drop a comment. Everybody that drops a comment for me, I'll do a post for you in my story on Instagram. You heard me? Whoever drops a comment in my new interview with Saigon, it's pinned up right now. I will drop a post for you in my story. Whether you want me to post a snippet from your music video, your mixtape cover, anything. If you have a movie, I'll post the trailer up. Whatever you want to do, just show me some love. Check out my new interview with Saigon and drop a comment, man. Give me some serious feedback. Let me know if you mess with my interview skills. Let me know if you think I'm trash. Let me know if you think I'm it. Let me know if you think I should have asked different questions. Whatever, you know what I mean? Drop some comments on there. Definitely appreciate everybody messing with me. So everyone that drops a comment on my new interview with Saigon, I will post you up on my story on Instagram. Whether you got a music video link that you want me to post, I'll post the trailer in my story. If you got a mixtape cover, if you got anything, if you just got some pictures that you want me to post, if you did a book, if you're an author. Ice Mike. Yeah, that's my new name right there. Ice Mike. Icy Mikey. You know what I'm saying? Mikey T, the kid you'd rather be. You know, we're about to put this cake mix in this blunt and see how that goes. About to see how it goes, you guys. I really appreciate everybody for tuning in for our review last night on the versus battle as well. We had over 300 people on the live. So that's why I wanted to come back tonight and show some love to the people because y'all be showing love to me. You know what I mean? Sometimes you don't know it's there, but it's there, man. It's there. I'm about to put this cake mix in the air. I want everybody to check out my new interview with Saigon. Whoever drops a comment on that, all you got to do is send me a video, whatever you want me to, and I'll post it on my story on Instagram. I show love. Yep, let's get it. An opponent for LL Cool J. You gotta take it back for an opponent for LL Cool J, brother. You know what I mean? Like some of these verses just don't really like if like I could agree what Ti was saying about mixing the times and shit like that. Boom, right there. Rakim. I could agree with Ti was saying about mixing the times, but you got to think about it's more to me than to times. It's the style of the music. You got to think about mixing the styles. Like I think Ti and Busta, their styles would have made for an interesting collage of music because they both have multiple hits. You got to think about two artists that would complement each other going into a verses. It can't be too much of a clash, or else you're just gonna like turn everybody off. Maybe KRS-One and LL Cool J for, dominance of an era. You know what I'm saying? 50 Cent versus T.I. Blackheart, I would also like to see T.I. versus Busta Rhymes, though. I don't know why T.I. would be like, oh, no, it's too much of a clash in eras. Nah, sometimes you want to see a clash in eras. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you want to see a clash in eras. Like that would have made, like I said, it would have made for a really great collage. Yo, I appreciate everybody going over and checking out my interview with Saigon too. It's one of my dopest pieces of work. Saigon actually explained how Jay-Z gave him the verse for Come On Baby. Saigon also broke down how he got his name, as well as Saigon told a Max B story that y'all got to see. So hit that link in my bio right now if you want to hear Saigon speak on AR also speak on Max B. And now we're going to see what this cake life tastes like. Cake life, cake mix. Let's see what we got here. They're they're way too different, Blackheart, but that sometimes can work for a battle because both of them have so many anthems. Like they got so many anthems, it would have worked. I don't think Ti and Little Flip would have worked. Ti would have walked Little Flip. I appreciate you, George. You're the man. Blackheart. I was saying on Beyonce versus. Wow, that cake mix is starting to hit. I was saying J Lo versus Beyonce, man, but Mary J. Blige and Beyonce's genius. None of you love it. That's Ashanti, isn't it? None of you don't do that to Cam, bro. Don't do that to Cam. Don't give him another L, brother. Do not do that. Nick, I'm telling you, T.I.'s got records to go up against Busta. Now, would he win? I'd have to do a little bit more research before I'm gonna go ahead and pick anybody to win that one. George says, the only song in that verses that went over too much was Thug Lovin', and people was praising Robbie where Whitney loved the. What are you saying, George? I think Ja playing Thug Lovin' gave Fat Joe an easy opportunity to capitalize. I don't think Thug Lovin' was a good choice of a record to play. I thought Thug Lovin' was a horrible. I mean, no, it wasn't a horrible record to play, but it was a horrible single to release. And I said this the other night on our recap. Ja Rule released Thug Lovin' with Bobby Brown when after his album, his most successful album, Pain is Love. Ja Rule should have had Usher on that single, you guys. No, Thug Lovin' with Bobby Brown was not a big hit, but it came out after his biggest hit with J-Lo, I'm Real, and Living It Up on the Pain is Love album. Ja Rule should have put Usher on Thug Lovin'. He should have had Usher singing that hook. Man, I don't know what Ja Rule was thinking. Usher would have saved his career and made The Last Temptation sell records. But they went with Bobby Brown because I think Irv Gotti was potentially considering signing him, strangely enough. Yeah, that's just how I really felt. Yeah. Akeem, Street Dreams are made of the. Hold on. Am I doing the wrong song? Dreams are made of the. A drug dealer's dream is reaching a key. Everybody's looking for something. Street dreams are. Yeah, these bloggers don't want it with me when it comes to this smoking, but you know what? I respect the bloggers. Um because they're not focused on smoking. A lot of these guys, MREC, Doggy Diamonds, Gully TV, you know what I'm saying? Academics. A lot of these guys, these geniuses of the internet, they're not focused on smoking like that. You know what I mean? But for every Dr. Dre, there got to be the Snoop Dogg. And that's where I fall in. You heard? Yeah, that's Nas' song. A drug dealer's dream is reaching the key. Everybody's looking for something. Yeah, let's do Nas versus Fab. How about we do Nas versus Fab? Let's put some people up there who can compete with one another because Fab would, you know, Last Temptation sold almost 4 million. Are you sure about that, brother? Last Temptation sold about 200,000 copies first week, if not less. Let me see. Ja Rule, The Last Temptation, Wiki. Let's see. Yeah, it sold 237,000 copies first week, but that was less than the previous album, Pain is Love. And he came with the singles Thug Lovin', which really wasn't even mentioned here, but he came with Thug Lovin' before Mesmerized. And Thug Lovin' went under the radar. Now I'm saying if Ja Rule would have actually see, let me get the dates right here. Yep. Thug Lovin' was released November 24th, and then Mesmerized released January 16th. So if they would have got it kicking in November 24th, 2002 with Usher, with Usher on Thug Lovin', yo, the hip hop industry would have been going crazy. They would have been like, Ja, you are a genius. You followed J Lo up with Usher. Silver. Silver in a week. Is silver a quarter million? I don't let me see about this moving 4 million overall. I don't think that's accurate, brother. Really? 4 million overall? That would be crazy if they moved 4 million copies. Yeah, it's platinum. Hold on. Yeah, it's platinum in the United States. I don't got I don't got a full number on it, man, but I'm pretty sure that The Last Temptation didn't go quadruple platinum, bro. Oh wow. Blackheart actually disagrees and says, nah, bro. Bobby was perfect and his sound was correct. I don't agree, bro. You know what I mean? Just because he was perfect and his sound was correct, that doesn't matter. He should, if Bobby wrote it, which I probably don't think he probably didn't. Ja Rule probably wrote the hook. That hook should have been performed by a bigger celebrity. Ja Rule was just coming off of a major cut with Jennifer Lopez. For him to come back with Bobby Brown was damn near disrespectful to us as a fan. No, you're right. You're accurate, Akeem. 500,000 is gold, a milli is platinum. Yep, and 10 million is diamond. Now in Canada, it's a little bit different. 100,000 is platinum in Canada, from what I believe I was reading a few days ago. Get your loving. Yeah. And then Fat Joe said, I made Candy Shop. Candy Shop was whack. I one time told Scott Storrs that Candy Shop was whack. We live tonight, baby. We live tonight. Oh, come on, man. Don't hate on my bro, Ja. Ja gave me an opportunity for an interview back in the day. And when I walked into Murder Inc. studio, Ja was like, Mikey T! He's crazy, but I got love for Ja Rule, man. I got love for Ja Rule, man. He even hit me up not too long ago on Twitter, like, yo, what up, Mikey? I was like, yo, Rule, could we get an interview? He didn't get back to me after that, but you know what I mean? Because he'd be busy. I was just shocked that he was like, what up, Mikey? I was like, that's cool. Rule's cool, man. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. We might have to do a video on that tomorrow then. You're right. I think Ja did say something about 50 only being popular because of Eminem. I might have to take a dive into that tomorrow. I might have to talk about that tomorrow. I'm gonna go read that story and see how it sparks my interest. Because that's why I jumped on here tonight. Because yesterday, actually, Turk was talking about BG and about his information. For anybody that wants to write BG, I'll post it right here. But Turk was breaking this down for everybody, and I just wanted to come on and give everyone BG's information to write him. But also, I saw some shit going on down with my homie Trigger and my guy, Supreme Son P2. I saw some shit going down with them, so I wanted to speak on that as well. I mean, with positive, there always comes negative. You know what I mean? But another thing is good publicity, bad publicity. It's all publicity. Trigger Ock, Snina, Fab Don, Troy the Boy, they have a new project out right now called Southside Dream. They all actually came together and got that project out. So obviously, they're going to face some scrutiny. Obviously, some people are going to try to call them out. It's the nature of the game. I face it every day. We got hundreds of people watching the video. Obviously, some people are going to diss me and say, yo, Mikey T this, Mikey T that. Obviously, some people are going to come at, these guys, Trigok and all them. Obviously, people are going to come at Lil Preem. You know what I mean? It's just the nature of the game. Mikey T, do you know why Ja Rule and DMX had a falling out? Yeah. Yeah, I do know why they had a falling out. Do you know why they had a falling out, George, or do you want me to speak on why they had a falling out? Okay, Blackheart said Lil Wayne versus Eminem, mixtape Wayne versus 50, or Gucci Man. Now let's go with Lil Wayne versus Eminem, bro. Let's just go easy, Lil Wayne versus Eminem. Okay, now George, everybody watching. There was a point in a nightclub. DMX was in a club. Ja Rule came into the club. DMX was over there. Ja Rule was over here partying with his homies. DMX sent one of his people to go over to Ja Rule and say, yo, Rule, come over here and holler at X. This guy went over and said that to Ja. Ja didn't go over there. Simple sign of disrespect right there. Does anybody remember hearing that story? That's where some of their problems came from. A simple sign of disrespect. Rule was over there in his bag. People probably coming up to Rule every second, taking pictures. DMX was over there in his bag. They're both getting bottles. They're both doing things in their section. Yo, appreciate that. Hey, good. Everybody in here, I'd appreciate it if you guys hit the link that I've pinned and check out my new interview. My new interview with Saigon. Check out my new interview with Saigon, you guys. Jay Blunt, I understand that's what a lot of people say it comes from, with the sounding similar in the flow, in the presence, the look a little bit as well. But that is another known story that I just said. And that's a story right there that led to DMX thinking that Ja Rule was disrespecting him. That's the story that I broke down. I don't agree with the rumors or the chatter that Ja Rule was taking dude's style, or Ja Rule was taking DMX's style, or Tupac's style even. I didn't look at it like that, man. I didn't look at Ja Rule like that. Who is Saigon? Saigon is a rapper from New York. He was actually on the show Entourage. Some people know him as playing himself on Entourage as Saigon, but also he had a partnership and a record deal with Atlantic Records for the album that was called The Greatest Story Never Told. And I just did an interview with Saigon. It's out right now. The link is in my bio. It's a good watch. Everybody that watches that and comments on it, one, I will follow you back on Instagram. Two, I will post whatever you want me to post in my story. That's right. Yo, Jay Blunt, man. Stop being so like, dude, go get out of here. It's like somebody saying, yo, what happened to Jay Blunt? Which Jay Blunt? Jay Blunt number 300. Ja Rule and Busta cool again? Well, George, Ja Rule just did. Ja Rule just did the verses, so we can't see Ja and Busta. I'd assume they're cool by now, though, bro. I'd assume so. It really shocked me to hear Busta Rhymes show up on Hail Mary. They have seen each other. They have seen each other on a couple occasions. Busta versus Missy. Busta versus Missy. Chris, I don't know who would really want to see that, man. No disrespect to Missy or Busta. How about Busta versus Mystical? Somebody had said Mystical a little bit earlier in the chat. I would have liked to seen Busta versus T.I. Busta versus Mystical would be cool, though. Right. Gutta, you mean a felony charge or a Fed charge? Because I believe getting in a fight on an airport, wouldn't it just be a felony charge? Yeah, Blackheart. Like I just referenced how Busta Rhymes showed up on the Hail Mary remix with Eminem and 50 Cent. Yes, yes. Busta Rhymes jumped on Hail Mary with Eminem and 50 Cent. And then he's like, at the end of his verse, he was like, I start to think about the game like, what would it be without you? And Busta like totally murdered him on that. And Ja Rule had come at Busta, I want to say on Loose Change, and Ja Rule had said, leave bus in the corner van. I leave bus in the corner van or something like that. What was the full lyric, Iceberg, that Ja Rule had said about that Ja Rule? I'm gonna find it right now. Yeah, man. I don't. I only speak facts, bro. I got memories of all this shit. I lived it. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see, you guys. Let me get this because he definitely dissed Busta. Okay, let me see. He said, how many hold the heat like rule? Side on, barrel in the mouth, blow your head out to the south, and let little J get to airing you out. Let little J get to airing you out. Hold on, let me see. My pumps, they leave big messes. And I know truth hurts when a buck's reckless. Battle of the sexes. Is that a woman or a man? I really don't care to stand. All right, let me see. Oh, yeah, here he goes. They shooting, Chris, you shook and got bus rhyming the same old hook. Like they shooting. I ain't shoot up your land. I'd have put you in the corner van and got bus rhyming the same old hook. They shooting. I got Chris shook and got bus singing the same old hook. Like they shooting. I ain't shoot up your land. I'd have put you in the corner of the van. All right, so I get it. They saying he's saying, and they got bus rhyming the same old hook. Like they shooting. I ain't shoot up your land. I'd have put you in the corner of the van. They shooting. They shooting. It would be like a Busta Rhymes type shit. I know I was telling you to look it up, Iceberg. You know you're my trusty guy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Busta versus Mystical. That's what I was saying, Chris. Busta versus Mystical would be sick. Yep. Busta versus Mystical would be sick. I listened to that on the reg. Are you kidding me, James? You listen to Loose Change on the reg? Come on, brother. You can't be listening to Ja Rule's diss song Loose Change on the reg. Everybody must have been clowning. People be clowning back in the day. Vanessa said Murder Inc. needs to go on a world tour. I had heard Irv Gotti mention that in interviews. He was like, yo, Murder Inc. is planning a tour to go inside with the 20-year anniversary, but I think the pandemic kind of messed all that up. Thank God. Thank God he meant that, Iceberg. Like, what? Like, yo, what? Thank God he meant that, Iceberg. Because, yo, if he didn't mean that, I was going to be like, yo, how's he listening to that? But yeah, I could see. Let me see. Yeah, I could, yeah. Hell, they just did. They gave Busta a whole tribute at the VMAs from what I saw, right? I didn't watch the VMAs, but it looked like they gave him a tribute there. No, no, no. The diss track, he said, oh my God, my man keeps it too real. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, bro, for keeping it too funky. Yo, James, you're a Buffalo cat, James. I need your opinion. What would you have thought if Murder Inc. signed Griselda like back in the day? like when they were first getting on, if Murder Inc. was really the ones who signed Griselda, how do you think that would have went, bro? Before we get out of here tonight. And so let me take last questions before we get out of here. Me too, Iceberg. But we having a great stream tonight. This was a unplanned stream tonight, guys. You know, I've been doing the panels with the guys. But let me take your last questions, y'all. I'm rolling up a little bit of gelati because I know I'm going to need another L after I finish that cake mix. So let me see how I'm looking after that because I'm finishing the gelati right now. Finishing the gelati tonight. So tomorrow I got lemon. Tomorrow I got to finish the lemon. I got the Peyton. I got the Laughing Gas. And I got the Medellin. So it's going to be a good Friday. But yeah, I'm going to take you guys' last questions before we get out of here. I'm going to tell you one more time to go check out my new interview with Saigon. I want everybody to check that out. We detail a lot of the early part of his career. We also speak on ARAB. James Brown said they would have kept it hood in Buffalo. Griselda, man. Y'all got the hottest movement right now, bro. I appreciate you for tapping in and being that, you know, you was that guy in the chat. Everybody knows James Brown is that guy in here from Buffalo, bro. I really appreciate that, man. Buffalo needs a voice. They got a voice right now in the industry, but Buffalo also has a voice in this chat room. You know, we done had Louisiana in here tonight. Louisiana in here heavy tonight. My man Iceberg there repping for New York. You know what I'm saying? James Brown also repping from New York. What do I think about Mills? Chris, what do you mean, Mills or Millies? Millies from Cambridge, Mass. I think Millies is really doing amazing things. I think, Blackheart is Griselda, brother. But Millies from Cambridge, Mass is doing big things right now, man. I see some of the numbers he was putting up a few months ago. Like I was just looking at one of his older videos. I had like 400,000 views over the course of like 5 months. And then I looked at one of his videos that was released 5 days and it had 500,000 views. Man, Millie's is really at the top of his game right now. Blanco 4 came out and it actually hit Billboard. His music videos have been doing better than ever. He had a new video. I want to say it's called Hopeless with Jadakiss, where he was actually doing the hook. And then he had another video with Asian the Brat, formerly Asian Doll. Millie's is working like crazy. A whole EP with Dave East, you know what I mean? Traveling back and forth to different countries like Colombia and some others too. You know what I'm saying? I keep keeping up with Millie's. He gave me the opportunity to do an interview with him. I really appreciate his manager, Cease Gemini. They gave me an opportunity to do an interview. I'm really grateful for that, man. Hell yeah, man. Major salute. Major salute to Buffalo, New York, the 716, East Side Broadway all day. Appreciate that, James Brown. He said, we appreciate you more, Mikey T. Damn, that's love right there. I can't wait to get back out to Buffalo, man. You know, I actually, I don't know if you was tapped in, James, but I actually just went to Niagara Falls because I was going to Cleveland. So I stopped through the falls. You know, it was pretty cool seeing the falls. I didn't know it was so easy to get there, man. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, man, I do appreciate everybody for tapping in. George, what no jumper interview you talking about, brother? What you say, brother? Akeem, next chapter, fellas. Catch up, get your bing on. Them L's not out, right? What you talking about, brother? Yeah, hold on. Oh yeah, yeah. Millie's had a great interview on No Jumper. Him and Adam 22. Yep. I like this interview that he did with Rosenberg too, Peter Rosenberg. Millie's always gives a great interview, man. Yep. Akeem, the Saigon interview is out right now. The link is in my bio if you want to go check it out right now. Oh, excuse me. The link is pinned up right here. So I want everybody to go check it out. Oh, word. I want everybody to go check it out right now. My new interview with Saigon. It's one of my best pieces, y'all. If y'all don't, whoever doesn't like this interview, y'all can message me. Be like, Mikey T, that interview wasn't it. Mikey T, that interview wasn't it. Whoever doesn't like the interview, message me and let me know, because this is one of my best pieces. I think everybody's going to love it, man. You're going to learn some things about Saigon you never knew. Yo, George, make sure you check out the Saigon interview, bro. I really appreciate it. Lean Breezy, what up, homie? PA's in the building. You know, I appreciate Philly stepping in. Always, always. We got our voices from our different sections. You know what I'm saying? We got a voice from Philly. We got a voice from Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? We got voices from different parts of the country that tap in here. Voices from Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? Definitely appreciate everybody tapping in and messing with me on a regular basis. The love is real, man. The love is real. But yeah, I'm about to get up out of here. Does anybody have any final questions for the kid? If anybody has any final questions for the kid, I'll ring off on them. But no matter what it's about, just try to keep it respectful. You know how we do in here, man. You know how we do in here. We keep it respectful. We keep it respectful and we keep it impactful. What you got in the pack tonight? Tonight we finishing off the cake mix and the gelati. Cake mix and gelati getting finished tonight. What did we start the stream with? We started the stream with my first time ever smoking the red velvet cake, bro. Shit was lit. The red velvet cake was lit. Oh, yeah, you know we got the Detroit supporters, the 313 being here too. Yep, that's right. The full uncut Yard Father interview out now. Saigon and Mikey T, the movie star. The link is pinned. Whoever watches that interview right now and sends me their drop a comment on my interview with Saigon, and I will post whatever you want me to post in my Instagram story. So here's what you got to do. Watch the interview with Saigon, drop a comment on it, hit my DM on Instagram, and I will post for you in my story, whether it is a mixtape cover, a mixtape trailer, a track, a picture, anything you want me to post. So I want everybody to go do that right now. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate you for checking out my interview. Appreciate you, Blackheart. Thanks for that little review on the interview as well. He said the interview was peaceful. Hell yeah, man. Definitely appreciate everybody tapping in with me, man. Y'all is the realest audience, man. I appreciate you guys, man. Right now, Liam, we focused on Saigon because I got this interview with Saigon. You need to go check it out. It doesn't get any better. What up? 1017 TV. I need you to do me a favor, bro. Can you go check out my new interview with Saigon? If you haven't yet, 1017 TV. I'd really appreciate it. I feel like it's one of my best pieces of work. Drop a comment on it, man. Yep. Kendall Parks. You know, I don't really know how this thing started. I don't know if it started over Little Preem dissing Trigger from doing auto tune or where it really began. But, you know, Trigger and the guys, they dropped their new project, Southside Dream. There's obviously bound to be some controversy around it, you know? So that's why I wanted to come on and talk about that tonight, man. You know, there's controversy, there's good news. I got the information to write Hot Boy BG right here as well. Anybody out there that wants to write BG, I know there's people out there that are probably lifelong fans of BG. Like I said, he was my favorite from the Hot Boys, just to be real. All respect to Wayne, Turk, and Juvie. You know what I mean? But BG was my favorite in the group, just to be real. You know what I mean? I even rocked with him through the independent phases that he went through. You know what I mean? I rocked with him when he went mainstream again with T.I. I was really hoping for the Hollywood, not Hollywood, but Hollywood. I was really wanting that album to drop under Grand Hustle. It never got the chance to, though. It kind of sucked. You know what I mean? But BG kept it independent, you know. When he got that opportunity to sign with T.I., I was pretty excited about it. So I'm definitely going to send him a letter, and you all can send BG a letter as well. I hope everybody sends BG a letter. Hot Boy Turk was actually speaking on it on his live the other day, so I felt compelled. He was like, yo, the bloggers should report on this. So Turk was saying that basically you can send picture mail to BG now. And you know, I'm gonna send BG a letter. I'm gonna see what's up with it, get a response, and we'll go from there. And I suggest everybody do the same, especially if you have interest in BG. But I'm about to get out of here, you guys. Really appreciate y'all for tapping in with me, man. Really appreciate everybody for tapping in, man. What a live little unpredicted episode. You know what I mean? I didn't expect to go live today. I actually was just seeing that new movie, The Card Counter. I put out my interview with Saigon, which is available right now. You could hit the link, Leo King, hit that link in my bio, bro. Check out the Saigon interview. Lane Breezy, Kendall Parks, bro. Kendall Parks. Can you hit the link in my bio and check out my interview with Saigon? Everybody go check it out, man. That's really the important thing tonight. Silk the Shocker, Turk, welcome home. BG, stand tall. Keem, appreciate you for tapping in. It would be dope if you checked out my new interview with Saigon if you haven't already, bro. You always have some really good feedback. I would like to get everybody's feedback, man. As I finish rolling up this gelati blunt. It's cool when you have multiple weeds. You can have a blunt that you set down, try a different flavor, and then get back to the other flavor. That's right. Peace to the whole 504. I know they're going through a lot right now. Let me see. Let's see what this gelati's hitting for real quick. We're about to call it a night, though, guys. We did a little 2.5 hours. I'll probably have a couple people hitting me up for interviews after this one tonight. But you know what? We got to come on here. We got to cover the news, man. Whether it's good, bad, you know what I mean? Insightful, regretful, whatever type of news it is, you know what I mean? We got to come on here and we got to cover it, man. You know, sometimes it's hard to come on here and do certain stories. Sometimes you don't want to say the wrong thing, but the whole time you got to keep it real. You know what I mean? So I appreciate everybody tapping in. Listen, if y'all ain't following me on the gram, whoever follows me right now, I'll follow back. I'll tap in and follow me on the gram. Thank you, Danny. Appreciate you checking out my new interview with Saigon. Definitely appreciate you checking out my new interview with Saigon. You want to go? You guys know what, man? Man, everybody hit the link in my bio, man. I'm not like these other bloggers, man. I'm not like these other bloggers, man. These other bloggers, they be smoking one blunt at a time. Not me. Let your favorite blogger know I'm on a whole nother level right now, man. 2021, I'm only smoking 2 blunts at one time, man. That's it. That's it for me, y'all.